Yay. Hello. Dream. Mm, mm. Alright, this should be good. I want to make sure. I want to see it pop up in front of my eyes. I want to see it in my eyes. My eyes, the bees, they're in my eyes. Should be. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm seeing it. Wait. Yay. I'm having a good morning. Good morning. You know what? It's a good morning. And, you know what I figured out? I'm doing this on the Steam Deck, so if you hear a thumping, like if you hear this, it's the haptics being picked up by the internal microphone, which is fine. I don't care. Hey, I don't care about anything. I'm a sociopath. I don't care about the haptics on the Steam Deck getting picked up by the internal microphone. Sick. Disgusting. Is this mono? The fucking Steam Deck's microphone, it has a stereo microphone for some reason. I don't know why. Not that I'm a big fan of it, but also not that I'm very intrigued by it. I have been playing the shit out of Wind Waker HD. I've never played Wind Waker HD before. HD, they say in gay old Britain. I played Wind Waker before a few times. Wonderful, wonderful game. Hold on a second. Let me fucking get on the boot. Okay. Yeah. Frame loss, because here's the thing. I can blame the Steam Deck for that, at least. And in fact, there's also, let's see, if I zoom in, do the sort of black flecks. Apparently that's some recent visual bug. Sort of goes, well, you can't really see it as much. It only really shows up on the characters. Apparently it's some recent bug with Simu. Don't tell nobody, though. I don't care. Oh, it looks fine, though. You know, it looks fine. Although you can kind of see it on that guy over there. Oh, this guy. No, you know, okay. You know, it seems to be movement-based. Interesting. Interesting. Anyways. Does it say desktop when I fucking pop that up? I don't think so. That's good. Yeah, I want to make sure this is just capturing the game screen, and that's good. So I got a couple things I was gonna play. Somebody, as usual, people link me to this stuff. Ellis Eclipse, who, as I've explained before, I don't subscribe to her anymore. Not out of any animosity towards her. She's cool. Dude, she's so cool. But, the videos she posts are just like other people who are exactly like Nick Rekieta talking about how Nick Rekieta is bad. But Nick Rekieta's the problem, not them. And now the real comparison is the quartering. It's other quarterings talking about the quartering and that kind of shit. I don't blame her for clipping that stuff. It's clipping stuff. That's the nature of clipping. But somebody threw me a link where she posted a video called Yellowflash Face Mogs the Quartering. Does he really? I haven't even watched it. I've played like a couple seconds to see it, and I was like, oh boy. And I looked at the comments, I was like, are people going to be trying to damage control for him? But he did the one thing that messes up. He defended Nick Rekieta. And it's a 3-minute clip, so I will try to suffer through the worst 3 minutes of my life. The most soul-crushing 3 minutes of my life. The, like, from just a couple seconds of playing it when I add it to the playlist, though, I'm like, is that what Yellowflash sounds like? Because I don't even know. The guy's had me blocked for years. He has done seed streams about me specifically with, of course, his good friend, his best friend, Nick Rekieta. And there's another thing that I think shouldn't even have to. It's so proven and so true for years already. Is that Yellowflash has done all the stuff that Nick Rekieta did, except that you don't know about it. The normie pig cattle out there, the neighbor cattle, as some people call them, they don't know. They don't want to know, ultimately, and also they can't perceive. It's the same reason why they couldn't notice Nick Rekieta for all the years, is because they make all their judgments about anything based off of the most shallow surface details. It's how the NPC works. Is that 90% is what somebody looks like and sounds like when they're talking, and it's 10% of what they're actually saying. So what people judge is just the presentation. That's how everyone else works. And that's why I have always been able to call it when nobody else ever could, just years in advance. And people are amazed, usually enraged, at how dare I say anything about this or that precious, sacred e-celeb. And then years pass and they realize that I was right all along. Of course, it's, just like with it happened with Rekieta, it happened with Ethan Van Sciver, with Comicsgate, and on, and many, many other examples. Another one, of course, is Yellowflash, and some people have speculated that maybe it's finally Yellowflash's turn, and that's pretty gay, that it has to be somebody's turn. Like, people have to prepare themselves to accept the truth about what a person is actually like. Why do you have to prepare yourself? Why are you always like that? I don't know. But I got a short little playlist. I am going to play it. I got a couple extra things. In fact, the old clips and video format is for anyone who followed us on the Subscribe Star, which is basically now defunct. It's still there. You can go there and come pay pig and watch all of our videos that you can see us predicting all of the shit years in advance when nobody else was prepared to. If you want to be years ahead in advance, go ahead. The thing is, most people have unsubscribed because there's not going to be any new videos anymore. But the old videos are still there, and it is the best way to watch it if you want to. You can also just listen to this current stream. I'm just going to be reiterating the same old shit over and over again. Oh, I'm actually able to look at chat because I'm on the Steam Deck while in front of my big screen that has the Steam link on going to my main PC, which the Steam Deck is its own separate PC. Wonderful. So, yeah. Here's what. Why doesn't Link just lay down? Oh, I'm like, what? It's not turning. Oh, that's right. I figured out one interesting trick about the Steam Deck is if you hold the start button, the Steam Deck's start button, for like 2 seconds, it will automatically force it to switch from desktop controls, the desktop bindings, to a gamepad binding, which will force it in desktop mode to start using like X input, the fucking gamepad shit. Which, here, right now, I can do this right now. There, it's set to gamepad. Now I can control the game. Zoom in, watch the black flickering. That's fine with me. I had some other bug earlier. I don't want to get into that. This would be the preamble ramble, as I called it back in the... even Link rolled his eyes at that. In the clips and video days of the Subscribe Star. I would open with just me. It was called the Preamble Ramble, and I would just talk about shit, about like, to get this game working, I did this. I just felt it was necessary every time, which is sad. But look, even Link is frowning at that. He's not happy. I just love the floppy hair. I always thought, it's the cutest. It's cute. The cutest fucking art style. I actually just... Here, part of the Preamble Ramble. This is very necessary. Wow! I just finished Twilight Princess for the first time in my life. We had it many years ago on the Wii. I played it for like several hours and only had gotten to the first dungeon after several hours because the intro, the beginning of the game, is so fucking long, arduous, and especially boring as shit. And so I got Dolphin working on the deck, and I'm like, I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna make a go of it. And so I powered through it. I played with a guide because I didn't care. I didn't like the game, and I still don't. But after I finished it, I was like, okay, there were some positive parts of the game, but not enough to really like justify finishing it. But I finished it because, again, it was a game that I had owned. I had purchased like 15 fucking years ago before we moved in here. And it's like, you know what? It's one of the few things, not necessarily a bucket list, but I was like, it was just like, I knew I could do it. I know I can do it. And so I did it. And to reward myself, I went back to Wind Waker. But also I was like, wait, can I get the HD version? Because I already had the HD version downloaded like a bunch of years ago. I was like, let me fucking try it. And I got it working on the deck, and it's working great. I did have a problem where, something about Lunix, where I had it downloaded as an app image. So it was just the whole program ran out of this one singular file. And I started getting like, it was really good at first, but then I started getting these huge fucking audio problems where really distant audio sounds were constantly coming out of Link, and it was like louder than everything else in the fucking game. And I was like, how do I fix this? I'm looking it up. I spent a day looking it up. And eventually I was like, okay, you know what? I'm running this off of an app image that I just threw into a folder. I'm like, why don't I just... It should be on Discover, right? Because Discover is like the app store for Linux, where it's just... It'll download the program, and it'll automatically keep it up to date every time there's a patch, whatever the fuck ever. There's fucking... You know, there's a couple people in the chat, other night owls, or people in other countries, perhaps. And Chewy at hello, Garth Ogleveenstein. Sweet. Kirk Vashy's saying you stream weird hours. Yeah, I have the neon disease, like in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, where he says I have the neon disease. Streetlights come on, I wake up. Great movie. Freedom Gundam. Hello, I followed you on Odyssey. Great! The stuff on Odyssey, I mean, we don't really post anywhere. I don't post videos anymore. I've been busy. Basically, I've been busy playing video games, so I've been busy being just a fucking bag of shit. Oh, I love it. So yeah, not a lot of stuff posting on Odyssey, but we actually have a huge secret archive of all our unlisted videos from the Subscribe Star. All of our videos on the Subscribe Star were mirrored to Odyssey because you never know with, of course, UdenTube. He says in 2019 when you still had SWC YouTube fan channel, do you ever imagine it would come to this? Yeah, pretty much. Playing VR games to two people, also yes, pretty much. Oh yeah, switch to desktop controls. So I'm gonna play my thing. I'm actually having a couple drinks tonight because I was stone sober. I've been stone sober for at least a couple of weeks. And when I found out, it's like, okay, I think I'm gonna have to do this. I decided, you know what? It's 1:30 at night. I'm gonna go up and get one bottle of alcohol, so that I can stream. So again, it's pretty slop as usual, but also at the same time because I didn't want to do it. So I'm gonna play a nice intro buffer. I already forgot what they're called. The fucking but I used to do this on the Clips and Video episodes all the time. where basically I would listen to people like Alyssa Clip stuff. I would listen to that or a bunch of other, if there were any other clip channels. I actually sort of made my own unlisted clip channel. Okay. Kirk says, sorry, real talk, I'm not sober. Well, it's a good time for it. So, yeah, I certainly can't blame anyone. In fact, as it turns out, apparently, it's the weekend? Is it fucking... Oh, it's Friday. So I guess it's technically the weekend. You know how it is. For me, 7-day weekend has the wonderful, Limp Bizkit would say. Anyways, so front loading, that's what I called it. I had a front loading video in the Clips and Video where before the video clip of like, you know, a bunch of faggot influencers talking, usually doing damage control for themselves while trying to be like, but rekieta is the bad guy, or now it's like, well, it's the quartering is the bad guy, which they are, but the people saying that are also the same as rekieta the quartering, or Ethan Ralph or something. Thing is, we can all accept Ethan Ralph is a fucking like a ridiculous thing, a ridiculous creature. But aside from that, I got to, front loading. So here is something to just make me feel better before we actually get to the shittiest, public shittiest number one, as the wonderful Mr. Leahy would say. We're gonna have public shittiest number 2 and 3 of old classic, old like underground classic. In fact, that kind of reminds me, Jim Goad died last month, and it only was made public a few days ago. So, in fact, that was the last video I posted recently. Was just something from his podcast, which I enjoyed. So, big ups to JB Beverly, who did a lot of songs for his podcast, which were really good. I don't know if you can even find. In fact, my brother knows from some experience, he knows somebody who tried posting the Jim Goad, some of the Jim Goad clips or podcasts, Jim Goad's Group Hug, tried posting them to YouTube, and eventually they started getting hit with hate speech strikes, so you can't even fucking play them or find them on YouTube. But here though is completely unrelated, but also kind of classic underground shit from like the 90s. Was Shut Up Little Man, and I was just thinking, since it's 4, well now it's 5 in the morning, or is it 4? It could be 4 in the morning. But I just want to play this while I start listening to the thing, and hopefully aside from this, it should be a fucking short stream. I got a drink with me, so you know what, I'm on the recliner right now, picking down the footrest, and I have this plugged into the USB-C, so it should be charging while I'm going, so the battery doesn't run out. That would be good. But here's my playlist. It's only 4 tracks, ending with the usual 3-second track. But here, I'm gonna start playing this as I have a drink and play some Wind Waker HD. The Wind Waker HD, by the way, such a huge improvement. I always, personally, I always loved Wind Waker, but Wind Waker HD fixes so many of the many necessary things. But here. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on a second. That's not the beginning here. Let's play this. Okay, this is from Shut Up Little Man. You should be able to find that on YouTube if you want. But it's just a couple of drunk guys. One is a fag from San Francisco. Both alcoholics, just screaming at each other, and their neighbor, who could just hear through the walls, just set up a microphone to record it. So that's what this is. That's what I'm gonna play here.
4 o'clock, it's time to get up for the morning.
Time to get up for the morning.
No, it is true, no. I've been sleeping in the
No.
jailhouse.
Jail.
Time for me to get up.
No.
Ray is a real big sister.
You mean little sister?
Little sister.
Oh, okay.
When it comes down to anything like this.
Oh.
And he mews at the cops
mules. It's cute.
And
That sounds
I
cute.
don't. I talk back to him so that I'm the one that gets taken in.
Yeah, get him.
You
Get
know
'em.
that's true,
Yes.
Ray, and that's why you are called a little man by me, because you're not
You're
a
not a
big
big man.
You can't talk up to anybody.
This is me to all the influencers.
Shut
This is
up,
what
little
I say.
man.
What am I doing?
I told you I don't want you to talk.
Oh, well, here. I want this guy to talk.
Shut up, little man.
Oh, you keep your dirty little mouth shut.
You keep your dirty little mouth shut.
Have this
You
memorized.
keep your dirty little mouth shut. Keep your dirty
So
little
we go,
mouth
God
shut.
damn you, you did
Shut
it!
up, little man.
I haven't actually listened to these in a long
Call
time.
him, you call him.
Call
I'm
'em.
happy with having had to go out to the hospital, which
Yeah.
he caused.
Which he got.
And then
He's talking to the
going
microphone. They actually knew.
constipation
Hold on a second.
And being sitting in a cell for 5 hours.
It's not easy to pause. I have to switch it back. Am I still sailing? Yes, I am. I can't control anymore, but I'm still sailing. That's fine. But these guys, Ray and Pete, they eventually realized their neighbors were recording them. So I think this is Pete is talking to the microphone that's set up to record them. Anyways, here.
I'm responsible for both of them. And I am not going to have it.
Nope, not gonna have it.
I didn't
Naga,
ask you
Naga,
about
not
that,
gonna
so
work
you
here
were
anymore.
responsible for that too.
Yeah.
To go out to the hospital, you were
Oh.
responsible for that also.
Responsible for this, yeah.
Well, you got me out to the hospital. Now, goddamn, leave that light on. Leave that light on. Leave that light on.
There's really nothing more annoying when you're drunk and somebody else in your life.
Damn you! Don't you do that!
Yeah, there it is. Oh,
Leave this light on.
it's beautiful.
You're gonna leave it on.
I could babble about this game,
Go ahead.
about how the improvements in this game. I'm not going to, but just I love that the Wind
I'm not gonna
Waker
have it either.
is on its dedicated hotbar and all that shit now.
Go right ahead.
So good. Whee.
We'll call and see. We'll call and see what happens.
Do that. Go ahead and you do that.
Yes, you did.
You
Yes,
did?
you did, and you hit it there. You're
You
a
did.
liar. You've been drunk all your life. You're
All his
drunk
life?
today.
A drunk guy. Who's someone else.
You're
again.
lying.
Whoa.
Go ahead and call the police. We'll
Oh.
see what happens this time.
Yes, let's see what happens this time.
We'll see what happens this time. With you calling the police. You go ahead and
Yeah.
call them.
Call him.
Then do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Then
Call me,
do.
sir. What's wrong with you? Why don't you do it?
What's wrong with you?
You have to put your
Me and my
shoes
brother
on, you
talk
have
to
put
each
your
other
shoes
like
on to
this
call the cops.
all the time. For
Oh,
fun.
really? Uh-huh.
It's fun. Hard not to.
You try it. You try it, little man.
Try it. It's yeah.
I've had enough from you also.
I've heard enough from you up there.
I did not stay drunk anywhere. I didn't stay drunk at the hospital.
You didn't
I
stay
did not
drunk.
stay drunk at the police station.
Yeah, they're constantly
And I
beating
thought
each other
I
up
was
too.
responsible for both of them.
I'm holding you
No,
responsible.
I'm
Whoa.
not. No,
Okay.
I'm not. I am angry. There's not being drunk. There's being
It's,
angry.
he's claiming he's not
Call
drunk,
him.
but it's clearly
Then do it. Do it. If you
Do
got the nerve, do it.
do it.
If you got the nerve, you do it. You do it if you got the nerve.
Mind your own business.
Shut up,
Hey.
little man.
How do you talk?
Quit. You know how to call the police.
No, I don't. I never have.
I never have. Oh, oh.
I'm
Well,
sure you know.
it's he's like
Anybody knows how to
indignantly.
do the police.
It's just I can't believe.
Don't be a little child.
I
sure.
don't.
I never have, and I
He says that very
You
drunkenly.
dial operator if you want the police, or you dial 911.
911 gets you the cop.
911 gets you the cops.
Turkey's number.
There's a few things.
911,
I love it. 911, huh? Like, huh? Wow, what an interesting concept. How helpful. So the 911 had existed probably for 30 years now.
Peter Haskett, my roommate, was
He's drunk. They're both drunk.
I am not drunker than hell.
He gets on the other phone, obviously, to talk to the cops.
I know I'm on the other phone. And
He's on the other phone.
Lying when he says
He's
I'm
lying.
drunker than hell.
Lying.
I would like Raymond Huffman picked up as a nuisance to the community.
Oh, now it's...
At 237 Street.
So he had Ray call the cops so that he can report
My name
Ray.
is Peter Haskett. I want Raymond Huffman picked up as a drunk and as a nuisance to my community.
They're both drunk and they're both a nuisance to their community.
237
The fan is really going on. The fan really doesn't go unless
Apartment 3.
I am, of course, I'm streaming, I'm recording, I'm listening to a video. So the Steam Deck
Now I have been
doesn't like handling all that.
Station because of Raymond Huffman.
Oh, no.
I also was taken to the hospital because of Raymond Huffman.
Wow, Raymond Huffman has done all these things.
Being a nuisance, and I want him declared a nuisance. I want him taken away for tonight.
You know, is that the whole thing? Oh. What am I supposed to do?
Quartering thinks he thinks he is a sexy man. Like it blows me away.
Okay, so this is the actual clip. Again, it's only 3 minutes. Apparently, this is kind of, it's almost shocking to me. Shocking. But apparently that was Yellowflash talking just now. I think. But most importantly, I wouldn't know. I've genuinely... The only Yellowflash video I've ever heard before was at least 5 years ago, maybe 6, maybe 7, when somebody linked me to a video. And in fact, I think Doug Tnaple even mentioned it to me, where Yellowflash was, like, crying. He was crying like the little faggot that he is, of course. He is a bitch. But, he was crying because we were making fun of Ethan Van Sciver. It was about the Ribbit Coin stuff. We were joking that Ethan was going to go to jail and all that shit. And Yellowflash was like, he could not cope with it. He didn't know how to handle it. He didn't know what to do, what was going on. And like the other stuff about war campaign and the infighting, which somehow Yellowflash missed all the fucking previous infighting, or specifically Ethan Van Sciver and Comicsgate deplatforming the people who were telling the truth about Comicsgate. And the thing is, this is what Yellowflash was always like, and most people just don't want to accept it. They don't want to see it, just like they didn't want to with Rekieta, just like they don't want to with one person or another. There's always some person that people don't want to accept the truth about because they don't want to, well, because of the surface details. So here, this is 3 minutes. It's Yellowflash on with somebody else. I only recognize that Star Wars girl just because of how, like, elderly and gray-haired she looks now. She looks about 50, which is fine. If you're 50, or even if you're 40 and look 50, and you're a foid, if you're a big heckin' foid-orino, as they say, that's fine. I don't give a shit. It's not like I'm married to you or anything, but he's on with other people, and I think he turns on his video because it's on Alyssa Clips, and it's called Yellowflash Face Mogs the Quartering. Does he really? I think from the thumbnail, you see he's wearing sunglasses and a hat, so he's not face mogging anyone. You can't face mog if you're not actually showing your face. You're not showing your head. You're not showing your Aryan skull shape, which, of course, none of these people have. But it also says, Yellowflash face mogs the quartering and made peace with Nick Rekieta. So that was the big blunder, the big catastrophic blunder, as the History Channel used to say, that Yellowflash makes. So I guess I'll play through this without pausing.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Him and DSP are pretty tied right now.
Sure, yeah, I have no idea what these other people talking about.
I've never met such a
quartering.
It's almost
Yellowflash. Is that him?
He sounds like he's drunk too. But
is that him?
how drunk
He's a
is he?
fan.
Shit.
You look
Quartering.
Australian.
That's what somebody was saying. It said I'm a mix between
Hey,
Australian.
just put on a shark tooth necklace and you're good to go. Ready, you piece of shit. All right. Hey, show
Do
us your
people
hey,
listen
was that a
to
cigarette? You're
these
lighting a
streams all the
cigarette? I bet
time?
you're proud of yourself.
No, he's smoking a joint.
Why don't you take a fucking dab hit like a man?
Oh, wait.
Why don't you go load up your fucking dab rig right now? Hit the
No.
banger.
I'm
No?
not doing that.
Okay, why?
What did he
Wow.
do? Well, I don't know
What
what
a
these
pussy.
people are doing.
That's
or
too
talking
much
about.
like smoking crack.
I'm not looking
Do
at
that,
it.
man. That's
Too
nonsense.
much like smoking crack. Crack is way
That's
better
not
than
something
that. What are you
white
talking
folks
about?
I'm white. You
Oh,
think
these
I
guys
You put crack
smoke
or you
crack.
put cocaine in
Right.
front of me, I'm gonna be like, crack
anything?
any day
I
of the
would do
week.
cocaine, not crack. I'm above such thing.
What? You
That's
would do
right. We
cocaine
snort
over
cocaine.
crack?
Maybe you didn't
You
know,
would
but we
do
have white
cocaine over
privilege.
crack?
I wouldn't do cocaine because I'd be afraid it would like give me a heart attack or
Who
something.
is
What a
talking?
bitch!
Again, I
What?
don't.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill.
Yeah, who are these people? I don't know. They're certainly talking a lot about doing drugs, but here's one thing that's interesting that nobody ever thinks about is apparently everyone else thinks that while Nick Rekieta was doing drugs and swinging and all that shit, and Yellowflash was good friends with him, Yellowflash somehow wasn't involved in any of that, wasn't doing it, and didn't know about it. And if you really think that, you are the NPC. You are the most raped goy slave humanly possible. The lowest. I don't consider you a real human being. That's why I'm constantly wanting to, because we've had refugees who are like, oh, Nick Rekieta is so bad, and it's like, yeah, you know who else is bad? The people who fucking did reputation laundering for him. That's a term I heard recently from Too Lazy to Try. But it's very accurate, of course, because that's what all of these people are doing. And again, what are these streams that they're doing? It's just they don't make anything. They just go on StreamYard, sit there, and rake in super chats from people with like 80 IQs at best. Here on the Chewy at Kirk says, if you need food, call 411. Meals on Wheels will show up faster than the police. You know, that actually sounds helpful. If 411 was for information, at least back in the day, I don't know. He also says, I remember a tug stream with Yellowflash 6 years ago ranting about bay goats. It was based and funny. I wish he still did that type of content. Yeah, I'm sure it was very based. Very based, the guy who was doing cocaine with Rekieta around his kids, or at least knew about it. Or like all sorts of other stuff. There's stuff that they have done, that all of these people have done that nobody knows, that I don't know about, but that nobody knows about. That if you knew, you wouldn't be like, oh, they were really cool. If you had any fucking clue. And to be honest, all the clues are right there in front of you. Just look at their behavior. Look at what they're like. None of these people are cool, funny, or interesting. They're the biggest faggots in the world. You like faggots? Alright, go ahead and like the faggots. I don't. Just because I'm superior to you in every way, it's not my fault. Yellowflashes shouldn't toss rocks in glass houses. His entire YouTube channel is the quartering model. I mean, all of their channels are. It's why the quartering did those videos. The quartering didn't invent any of those formats. He was doing the exact same thing that all the other people, like that B-Day Cobra guy. He does the same thing, and he's just as effeminate and whiny. Like, I've seen him have crying fits. Everyone else just they block it out of their memory like a childhood rape, but it was right there in front of you. You ignored it. That's what they call a YP, not an MP. Yellowflash and Nick smoked cigars at a con together 5 years ago. They all did a lot more than smoking cigars. He's always drinking in the live stream a lot. Yeah, I'm sure he's a full-blown alcoholic here. This is almost halfway over. I can't wait. I can't wait for this to be over. So here, let me play this. I don't know what I'm doing in this game, though.
Hamburgers, man.
I mean, you want to see the horse? Look at like what happened to Nick.
Oh.
Nick turned into a skeleton doing that shit.
Whoa, he did?
Yeah,
Holy
but that
shit,
guy's
that's
weak
amazing.
pathetic. It's a different
Hey,
thing.
no, he's not. Be nice.
He's doing
Who?
better.
He's doing better.
Who? I don't even know who
Apparently
that
that's
is, by the
Flash
way.
saying that.
was just
I don't know who
assuming.
you are
Yellow
either, so
cup.
it's okay.
No, not
That's
you. The person you guys were talking about.
Nick
Oh,
Rekieta.
Oh, they
Oh,
have
Nick
fucking-
Rekieta. Oh. Never mind.
I've been talking to him a little bit. Me and
I
Nick,
take
me
it back. I take it back.
and
Yeah,
Nick made peace a while ago.
A while ago, like right after the
You
arrest.
making peace with people? Ha! Good
I
one.
will do that.
Yeah, so it's
He
again.
does gay shit like that.
I don't want to
sometimes.
hate Nick. I was fucking good friends with
Wait.
Nick, and
Okay, yeah, I just went back to the video. That is Yellowflash saying that. Again, I don't recognize his voice, and I wouldn't. But he made peace with Nick. Of course he did, because here's the thing. Nick knows the stuff that they did together. Like, the wife swapping, swinging, cuckoldry, all that shit. They've done that shit together. There's not just that he knows about it, that Yellowflash is complicit in it, in doing it. And again, it's obvious just from his behavior, from his personality. You can't tell that from somebody's personality, from their behavior. I don't know if you're even a person then. How can you not tell just by the way just from the way somebody's voice sounds? I could tell. Like, I could tell Nick Rekieta was a cuckold just from the way his voice sounds, from the way he would respond to people. From the way he responded to me, I could tell he was a cuckold. How does not everyone else not tell that? How can you not notice that? I don't understand. But I guess that's why I've always been like so many years ahead of everyone else when it comes to realizing this shit. But yeah, the thing is that when Yellowflash here is talking about, you know, and also apparently Star Wars Girl, it's because they were doing that shit. They've done cocaine, they've done the cuckoldry, they've probably done a bunch of other shit that I'm still not aware of and that nobody's aware of. All these people, they're aware of it. Yellowflash knows it, and you know, Star Wars Girl, she knows it, but they're never going to tell you. They're never going to say, yes, I did cocaine with Nick Rekieta. They're not going to admit that. Not even Rekieta is going to admit, yes, I did cocaine with Yellowflash or Ethan Van Sciver or any of that shit. Because they know their reputation, their online persona. Basically, the product that you, the gullible trolls, buy is based around the idea that they don't do cocaine, that they aren't cuckolds. But they give it away by the way that they behave. And it's obvious. Unless you're incapable of noticing anything. If you're like a Kino Casino watcher, you're not capable of noticing anything. You're only capable of noticing, well, not noticing, but you're only capable of perceiving the most shallow, bare bones shit. The same for people on kiwi farms. None of them could ever notice anything. And for years, a lot of them were just treading water and utterly confused by the shit that we had completely called out, you know, way in advance. So, here again, this is almost done.
Welcome
Not
to
like
Yellowflash. I love you.
I don't want to hate him. Quartering,
Yeah,
I don't.
he doesn't
know
wanna hate
from
him.
Adam, you know. But Nick, I hung out with a bunch of times.
Hung out with.
You're
You
gonna
know
get
what
to
that
know him
means.
through your lawyer.
That might happen, yeah. Well, people aren't liking what I said in the chat, but I mean, I don't know, what can I do? I mean, I like. I
He's
like
not
Nick
even
a
gonna
lot. I
apologize.
don't want to hate Nick. I want Nick.
Part
to
of being a
succeed.
Christian is
Yeah.
learning
I
how
want
to
him to
forgive.
do better.
I was being forget. Yeah, apparently that's a major part. This is something I've talked with other Christians about. Is first of all, no. Part of being a Christian is not overlooking other people's unrepentant criminal activity. But the way you hear these YouTuber Christians talk, being a Christian is all about doing cocaine around children and then just ignoring it and saying that you're forgiving them. Forgiving people for something that they're continuing to do and don't care that they have got caught. Kirk saying I was watching PPP when he was homeless and in an igloo. I think he was in an igloo. I heard about that. Apparently he was in an igloo. PPP after he ordered his friend to aim, don't group me in with your narratives, bro, Worski. Well, first of all, no. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'll do whatever I want. But here's the thing: is that Worski is the guy basically holding the gun to PPP's head and saying, "You will not make fun of this person if I decide so." And the fact that PPP can't do anything against that, I think is sad. But I do understand it. I'm not going to say, "Oh, how dare you." I understand. I think I can pick this up. Oh, Oh wait, why don't I just... What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably... Wait, there's another thing over here, right? Oh, that's flooded. What? Wait. It's not flooded anymore. Yes. Going over here, then. I think I remember getting stuck on this for a long time. In fact, did the water level go down because no. I think it's random or something. Or, not random so much, but it's not like on a timer. Okay, what the... I shouldn't be doing this while streaming. This is the one part of the game I shouldn't be doing while streaming, although at the same time, clearly I need the farm. Okay. I know what to do now. Kill this fucking motherfucker. And move this. And we'll move this over here. So yeah, there's a lot of shit with the influencers, the people, you know, that kind of shit. Let's see. One thing I do have to say for sure. Oh fuck. Well, okay. Got plenty of those. Hold this. Regarding the whole YouTube thing, Kino Casino should be the people who talk about this and give the details and inform the people. I mean, there are so many YouTube like clippers, people who fucking do compilations and all this shit. Don't know. Don't know. There's another thing. There are so many people who just do like that's all they do. It's just compilation, where they're constantly taking people's clips. I just saw one where people are like, Andrew Tate, look at all these things of him, you know, he's on this and that and contradicting himself, and he's saying, you know, arrest me, and then he gets arrested, all that shit. And it's funny, but it's like, there are like 1,000 other Andrew Tates out there too, and instead of telling the truth about them, you know, the Kino Casino guys are doing reputation laundering for them. Why are they doing that? Why is that their business? Why is that their product, basically? I have no idea what. It's very sad. This. Well, that didn't work out. He's right behind me, isn't he? What? Where? I can do. For no good reason. Oh shit. Wait. I just want, yes. A blue rupee. That's worth 5. So yeah, neat. Although I think, wait, I could, yeah, you know what, I know I could have put a crate on top of this that would change, it would force the water level to stay, but it would force it to stay at the bottom. Why would I want to do that? Why do I want to do anything? Why do I want to play this game? Why do I want to breathe anymore? I don't want to be around anymore. Like you don't want to live anymore? I don't know. But wait, I do. I want to play this game. Anyways, here, wait, like I said. Play this. It's 30 seconds like, can I get through the final 30 seconds?
I want him to be
Right.
I want him to be better.
That to me, do more.
Yeah, here's the thing. That's another thing. First of all, Worski actually has said that himself, too. When the rekieta stuff dropped initially, first thing they said on Kino Casino was like, we're not going to make fun of Worski, or we're not going to make fun of rekieta. He's a good guy. I like him. If that's what your that's what your fucking that's what your goal is that what your approach is to protect the guilty parties from being noticed, and it never works either. You always have the Chewy act fucking against you, backfiring on you. It's hilariously stupid, but it also goes to show it's typical because these people, all of these people are just the same typical, you know, they don't have any actual thoughts of their own. They just follow the crowd. It's what an NPC is. They are not capable of having actual, not just their own opinions, but any opinion at all. They're not capable of it. They can't do it. They're not good at it. It's like that fucking post about like the one thing about people being on their phones 14 hours a day is they're not good at it. You're getting scammed. You're getting groomed on Discord. You're not good at it. Just the exact way that it should be described. And just all of these people, like you chose to stream with a guy who clearly was doing the same shit Rekieta was with Rekieta and just pretending it didn't happen because you care more about fame than you care about the truth. And even PPP and Worski, they care more about fame than they care about the truth. And I don't. That's the difference between me and all the rest of you. But, yeah.
More bad shit for my entertainment, please.
If he's
Let's go.
actually doing
Finish
good
this
and he's trying to do better, then
Oh,
yeah,
he's trying to-
I mean,
oh,
he
he's trying to do
deserves
better.
redemption, but
Yes,
I haven't
he
talked to him. I have
deserves
no
it.
idea. I wasn't nearly as close to him as you guys were.
Oh,
either,
yeah,
so-
here, all
I
of a
just
sudden,
hung
the
out with him on
damage
Thursday.
control.
He seems to be doing a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that yellow? I don't
he's
even know if that
It was
was
a
yellow.
happy ending to it, unfortunately.
Where do I go? Oh, here. To wrap up, here is it's something called Overclocker's Remix from like way. You know, I shouldn't talk over the music. I like the song. You know, instead of fiddling around in here, why don't we just go silent? What I'm gonna do. I know the king of Hyrule is not going to like this, but I'm going to. Take a drink. Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. Of course. I am just that good. Yay! Sailing right into this, I don't care. Nailed it. Wonderful. What pressure.
Linguistic communication is tiresome.
Oh, you said it. So, as usual, I get this one. Come on. Ah. Oops. I'm hitting the A button thinking, they'll bring it. No. I do like, again, I like that there's a hop key just for whipping out the grappling hook. This time. After missing once. I mean, that's usual. I remember the first several times I played this, I just miss over and over again. Because it's tricky. It's kind of designed, because otherwise, you know, that much harder. Okay. That was wonderful. That was worth it. I know there's a sail in this game that apparently will just adjust the wind. Wow! Every time the wind changes, Link is just amazed. Even though I'm the one who did it. Link, you're the one who changed the wind. Whatever, anyways. Yeah, really enjoying the HD thing. I remember getting stuck on this before for quite a while, and eventually realizing that it was just some really easy solution. And, I'm gonna power through it the hard way. But, before doing that, I'm wrapping up, as that was all I wanted to do, was just a little stream. Break it down to the little cubes. So, thanks for joining. Wrap this up. This works very well, though. It's being able to hold the start button to switch back from desktop bindings to non-desktop. So anyways, thanks for showing up. A few people showing up tonight in the middle of the night. And for everyone else, as usual, should have listened to Shitty Webcom.